We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Lightning Hands. And they'll be facing Ice Cold. They'll be fighting in the middleweight division.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
First up, we have Lightning Hands from the United States of America. Up against them, Ice Cold from the United States of America.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks with blue trim, Lightning Hands. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with blue trim, Ice Cold.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat had... Here we go for round one. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Nope, that jab not going to score. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Perfect counter shot. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Just misses with the right uppercut. That jab doesn't score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Nice punch. Catch and shoot. Nice stop, but that won't score. Jab does not score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of defense here at all. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different...
And there's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The perfect counter lands. When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both trying for a knockout. Swing and a miss with that hook. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Let's get it started in round three. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Blocks that right hook. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Oh my God, Johnny! Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it, you can do it again.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
He misses with that straight left. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Why weren't they covering up? It somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Beautiful counter shot. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Come on, you got him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Jab misses. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. He threw a punch and just got countered. No rest for the weary. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Perfect punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you.
As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
Unbelievable.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook doesn't score. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One punch could change everything in this battle. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. How about that time counter shot? They miss with the jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like eternity for them. Finally on to the 6th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. That counter punch caught him clean. That punch landed. Counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. talk about punches and bunches, that's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on this. And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. So it's plan B time after being knocked. Round 8, and we're off again. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom, In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Missing with that jab. Nice counter punch. Lucky that hook didn't score. The stamina is off the charts. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be...
And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot.
Listen to me.